Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy here, and it has been a minute since I sat here and just recorded a video. I am so sorry, guys. I've just been slacking. I'm not gonna lie, I've been slacking, and plus, I have been working on something kind of, cool, but I'll discuss that in the end. But right now, let's just talk about the topic today. Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks has been making some crazy-ass news lately. She's been on the news in the wrestling world saying that she is set to appear at New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom 17. That is crazy to see. To see someone that left WWE go to New Japan instead of AEW, because many people say, oh, just go to AEW, that's the solution. But seeing Sasha Banks go to New Japan is a crazy move. And it's crazy because we haven't seen Sasha Banks wrestle since May earlier this year. And this could be her first appearance at Wrestle Kingdom 17. Why is she going to Wrestle Kingdom instead of returning to WWE? Well, I think I know the answer. I believe Sasha Banks is abusing her power because there have been reports saying that Sasha Banks is asking for way too much money, like with names like Charlotte and Becky. And, Charlotte and Becky are the big names in the women's division right now. I don't think WWE sees Sasha Banks as that. I kind of agree on that, too. I don't think Sasha Banks is as big as Becky or Charlotte. Mainly because of, the work Vince did before Triple H came in. Because I believe if Triple H was in charge a while ago, Sasha Banks would have been a bigger deal than she was. Apparently, new reports came out that when Sasha Banks left WWE, it was pretty much negotiated months ago, which means this was already planned. This wasn't unexpected. It is crazy to see someone like Sasha Banks just walk out of the company because she wasn't respected enough and she wasn't paid much enough. I just see it as Sasha Banks is really just abusing her power because, if you do love wrestling, you just got to show it, A lot of wrestlers have always been like, man, I don't like this, but they never walk off. Sasha Banks has done it twice. That really kind of shows, are you just spoiled at this point? I'm not saying what Sasha Banks did, like why she walked out was wrong. I'm not saying that, but I feel like what she's negotiating with the WWE for her to willing to make a return is kind of a little bit petty. Because, you see Becky and Charlotte get this amount of momentum, but you don't. Kind of shows how, careless you really care about the WWE. And if you don't really care about it, maybe you should just, sign with another promotion. Then I heard another report. This was 2 days ago. That pretty much shocked me that WWE doesn't see Sasha Banks as a long-term superstar. So even WWE knows Sasha Banks really isn't the star they're looking for, Like, they don't see Sasha Banks has any value in her name, which I disagree. Sasha Banks is a great wrestler. She's great in the ring. She's great on the mic. She puts on classic matches. I believe that just letting go of someone like Sasha Banks is a bad idea. Even though the women's division in WWE right now are pretty solid right now. It's pretty good. But, I would say Raw's division, not SmackDown's, because it's kind of crazy to see that Triple H isn't really willing to get Sasha another chance. But I could see why they wouldn't, because Sasha Banks does look spoiled in this. Like, she's like, oh, I'm asking for more money. I'm asking for more respect on this. I get that it's just like, oh, she wants more respect, and she wants to be treated more as, like, Becky and Charlotte, because Becky and Charlotte really have ran the women's division for, like, the past couple years. If Sasha Banks really does love wrestling, she would be willing to come back, and she hasn't come back in months. And she might regret it, because if she loves the WWE deep down, if she loves it and WWE doesn't want her back, then that's just a lose to her. No, you didn't get the money, but you're not going to wrestle in WWE, which is the #1 wrestling company in the world. Let's say if Sasha Banks' release was granted, like she's officially done, she's not coming back, which is most likely not true. I don't know at this point. But let's say Sasha Banks is officially done. Where does she go now? Well, like we said here, it said that she's going to be appearing at Wrestle Kingdom 17. But where will she go after that? Will she continue to perform at New Japan? Or will she move on to AEW? Or will she maybe pursue more acting reels in her career? I don't know the answers to that, but from the way it's looking, I believe Sasha Banks is turning into a more like acting career instead of a wrestling career, because we haven't seen Sasha Banks in wrestling in 7 months. That's a long time. This is something that I believe Sasha Banks might regret, because she is abusing her power, which makes it look like she's petty, and Triple H maybe doesn't want to see her as a big value because she's pretty much spoiled, because she's done this twice. She's walked out of the company twice. I could see, you know, Sasha Banks being the most spoiled, because, you know, a lot of people that I watch say they met Sasha Banks, they don't like her. I just think that Sasha Banks really is abusing her power. That's what I think. I don't think it's true. That's what I think from looking at all these, you know, reports. If Sasha Banks was still continuing to wrestle today, she could have been where Charlotte is. She would have been where Becky is, where even Bayley is. Even Bayley has become more better in the ring. She's been entertaining, but Sasha Banks is just at home, probably just at red carpets, just doing premieres and all that, and it's not cool. I can see why WWE doesn't see Sasha Banks as a long-term superstar, because who's to say she could do this again in like the next 3 years, just because her booking isn't right, or because the money hasn't been enough for her. And I get it, you know, it's a job, you know, you're supposed to work there, but you're supposed to perform as well. You know, you're a wrestler. This isn't like a 9-to-5 job. This is a job where you basically do this every single day. This is your job, and I just think Sasha Banks is abusing it, and it might regret it, because, you know, she is a big name, but she's just throwing it all away. But what do you guys think? Do you think Sasha Banks is abusing her power, or do you think this is just something Sasha wants? Like, she doesn't want to wrestle anymore and maybe move on into like an acting career? What do you guys think? Put it in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn on post notifications if you haven't, to know when I upload a new video. And I'm sorry for the lack of posting, guys. It's just, you know, I've been slacking at first, but then there was this new video I'm working on, and it's like my hardest working project I've ever done. It's I don't want to give out the details, but I'm working on it right now. Like, I had to write a script and all that. Yes, I had to write a full-on script. I don't know when it will be released. I'm starting to work on it now, like the editing and all that. I'm starting to work on that. But I really hope you guys enjoyed that video when it'll be posted. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to get back into like posting more weekly, because that's what I want to do, post weekly, because there's a lot of things that's going on in the wrestling world right now, and I do want to talk about it. But for now, thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all later.